Howdy y'all, welcome to Sam's Whiskey Bar. Today I am Santa Sam because we are giving away a bottle of Blanton's. Stick around, see who wins that bottle. Welcome back y'all, and I know you're excited to see if you won this bottle of Blanton's. But before we talk about this much talked about bottle of Blanton's, you know, a lot of people are crapping on this bottle right now, and another bottle that a lot of people crap on is Crown Royal. Now, I will say that there are a lot of Crown Royals that I just don't like, but I will also say that I thought Crown Royal was top shelf. That purple bag, that was it, Crown Royal Deluxe. This whiskey is actually one of the 50 whiskeys that are in that blend. 50 whiskeys. Now, how do they do that? Well, Crown Royal, they like to mill and ferment and distill all their grains separately and then mingle them after the aging process. So you got a corn whiskey, you got a straight rye whiskey, then they mingle all those to create their Crown Royal. This one is done different. This is the hand-selected barrel. It's actually 103 proof from Crown Royal, and this is one that they make in the way Americans make bourbon. In fact, if this was made in America, it would be considered a bourbon because it's like 64% corn, 31.5% rye, and what's the rest? 4.5% malted barley. And they actually mill those, ferment those, distill those, and age those all together, unlike the rest of the Crown Royal whiskeys. Now, they call this a Canadian whiskey, but I thought a Canadian whiskey had to be 80 proof, and this dude right here is 103 proof. Comes in this nice burlap bag with a leather strap on it. Go ahead and pop this dude out. I might have been tasting this a little bit this week, and I keep going back to it because of how much I like this. This is by far the favorite Crown Royal on my palate. I have not had a Crown Royal this good. It's caramels. It's caramel. However you want to say it. This dude is sweet. It's more bourbon-esque. I would say that is probably an older aged Canadian whiskey. You can't really tell by the color, but when you think of Canada and the cold climate, I bet this is a fairly old whiskey for them. Just in a cold climate, it doesn't have that temperature change to take in those oak tannins. You do get a little oak on the palate, but man, I get apple crisp. This is a complex whiskey. It has changed my mind on Crown Royal. Now, like I said, Crown Royal used to be my top shelf, but it always went in Coke in my 20s. Give me a Crown and Coke. And since then, I've started drinking neat, and I appreciate the bourbons to drink neat. The Crown Royals typically aren't a good neat drinker. Now, they got some great flavored whiskeys. Man, they're popular for their flavored whiskey. I know my 23-year-old loves their flavored whiskeys. But if you are a bourbon drinker and you don't necessarily like Crown Royal, give this one another chance. This is 103 proof and selected banger right here. But that's not what we're here for. I just wanted to talk about another whiskey that kind of gets crapped on, like the Blanton's is getting crapped on, unjustly, I might say. This is a good 93 proof bourbon, especially if you can find it for the $65, $70 range that this should be going for. This is another one, $50 bottle. Great bottle, great example of giving a whiskey another chance. So, without any further to do, I've got set up here ready to spin for this Blanton. So let me see if I can tap this dude and get her going. Spinning. We're spinning. We're spinning for the win. And the winner is Naldo. Naldo, you win. Now, holy crap. This Blanton's is going to be wrapped up and ready to give to you, buddy. Congratulations. Thank you guys all for participating in this giveaway. There will be more next year, so stay tuned, like, share, subscribe, and like I always say, catch me next time.